Conditions to age beers are pretty much 60 to 70 degrees, dark place, that way no light can get to it because light kills beer, and it's referred to as light strike. So the darker the bottle, it prevents the light strike better. So clear bottles, green bottles, they don't prevent any sort of light strike. The brown amber glass bottles prevent a lot of light strike. As long as they're cool, as long as they're standing straight up, they should be fine to age for years even. As far as beers that can age, anything over about 7% will age for about 6 to 8 months. Anything over 9% will age for about 9 months to a year. And then anything over 10% will age for years. And it also helps that if they're bottle conditioned, bottle conditioning refers to that they put either priming sugar or actual live yeast in it to keep it actually fermenting and keep the yeast eating the sugar and farting CO2. As far as that goes, that's as much as the aging process goes. There are beers like Avery's Beast, Mephistopheles, and the Samael. They'll age for 5 to 10 years, only because they're 15, 16% in alcohol content. And there's other beers out there that are made that will age for long periods of time. Brewdog has a Tactical Nuclear Penguin, which is 42% alcohol, which will age for 10, 20 years. Favorite beer? Well, I'm kind of venturing into sours right now, which is a whole new ball game because you have all these big beers that can age for so long, and aging actually mellows out some of the flavors, kind of gets them kind of softer and more complex. Good example of that is Goose Island's Bourbon County. It's basically aged in bourbon barrels and then bottled, conditioned, and ready to go. But it'll age for up to 5 years, and once it's fresh off, it tastes like the bourbon just hits you right in the face. It's a kick to the face, too strong, and you're like, I can't drink this, put it down. You give it about a year, 2 years, that bourbon has smoothed out, it's a little bit more complex, not as in your face, not nearly as rough, a little bit better. But sours, because they use a Brettanomyces or Saccharomyces yeast, which winemakers hate because it'll destroy their wine, but it's an incredible yeast. What it does is it takes those flavors and shoves them into overdrive, and it makes them stronger, more potent, sour, bitter, huge. Like, that's why a lot of the sours are used with fruits, because those fruits will add sugars into it that the yeast can just go nuts and eat, and sours are amazing.